Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog, and in this video I will be sharing with you guys my stay at Fairmont Palace in Calgary. So we booked Fairmont Gold for our stay, and as soon as you enter the hotel, you will see the check-in area to your right. Now this is the regular check-in area, but if you are staying in Fairmont Gold, you have a private check-in and check-out area at the Fairmont Gold level. So because we were waiting for our room to get ready, we got complimentary drinks. We took tequila just on the rocks. While the room was getting ready, I went ahead and checked out the Golden Lounge. This area is reserved only for gold guests and was accessible from 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays and from 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekends. I loved how they mixed modern and vintage interiors here and made the entire setting really comfortable and cozy, and there were always members of staff present here to serve you. One of the perks of staying in Gold is that you can have all these snacks as much as you want, and that too for free. There is a bar here as well with a good selection of spirits and wine, but this is not included. However, they have tea and Nespresso coffee, which you can have as much as you want. And trust me, this Nespresso coffee was really good, and you could do a variety of drinks like cappuccino, mocha, and so on with it. The public washroom on the gold floor was clean as expected, but I was impressed that they kept actual towels here, which is usually not the case in other washrooms in the hotel. So the room is ready, and they gave us this key card, which is made of wood. Here is a list of what is included and all of that. We then went ahead to check out our room, and all the gold rooms are located on this 8th floor. As we started walking down the corridor, we noticed that the carpets were quite dated. They were not dirty, but they were very old. Even some of the doors were in the need of maintenance, like look at this one right here. As soon as I entered the room felt very dark and outdated. I was expecting the room to be a bit more updated, but it seems like this whole floor and the room was needing an update. It wasn't bad, but I was expecting so much more from a gold room. Anyway, continuing with the room tour, we had a king-sized bed, and there was a laundry bag kept right on the bed, and I'm not sure why they kept a laundry bag on the bed because I've never seen this before. But anyway, we had a phone, we had night stands on each side of the bed, so that was great. Then there is the living area. TV, this console table, let's look inside. Okay, so coffee machine, which is Nespresso, always good to have. Glasses. And then there was a fridge in here, and above that there were some snacks which were available for purchase. The fridge was well stocked with cola, beer, water, milk and cream, pre-made cocktails, wine, and so much more. And then there are two closets. This is the first one. They have a steamer and robes. There are no slippers, but okay, I'll ask for it. And then this one. Then we have some chocolate. And then there is this view. And then this was the washroom right here, and it looked updated to me. There was a mouthwash available to use, which is usually not present in most of the hotels. For the toiletries, Fairmont uses this famous brand called Lalabo, and the scent that they use is called Rose 31. I absolutely love this fragrance, and just so you know, it is quite expensive brand as well. They also had all these extras which are usually always available in gold, but in a regular room they may be available on request. Then heading towards the shower, I felt the bathtub and the shower head and taps were not updated. But I like the fact that they use full-size bottles to avoid any wastage. I was just going through all the drawers and I noticed that the work desk also had some Fairmont envelopes and also some letterheads which are usually not available in a regular room. So this was a nice little add-on for anybody who is on a business trip. And somewhere in the room, I cannot recall where, but I found the slippers as well. After checking out the room, we started doing what we always love to do after checking into a nice property, and that is to check out the hotel. I noticed that some of the floors were actually updated, so I think in the near future, maybe the gold floor will be updated as well. While checking out the hotel, we also found a picture from 1990s of Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And just a quick fact, anytime a member of royal family visits Canada, they always stay at a Fairmont hotel. We then headed to check out the pool and the fitness center. The pool looked very inviting, but we did not access it as it was time for some canopies. Canopies are usually served between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and there was a lot of food here, but unfortunately most of it was non-vegetarian. But for vegetarians, they had some salads, soups, cheeses, breads, crackers, dips, and mac and cheese bites. And if you eat eggs, then they also had egg sandwich, but that was about it. So we just came back from our dinner and I noticed that the room service did our room again. I don't know what the need was, but I think in Fairmont Gold, they do room service 2 times in one day, which is, I don't know if it's too much or if it's good, but I know when I left, bed was a little different and this water was not here. The following morning, I started the day with my favorite Nespresso coffee at breakfast. We stayed here for 2 nights and 2 days, and the breakfast on both the days was exactly the same. The options in the breakfast buffet for vegetarians was very limited, but they do had some nice bakery options. They also had crepes, which was a vegetarian friendly option if you don't mind the eggs that are used in it. For non-vegetarians, of course, there was some sausages and bacon. And for eggitarians, they had scrambled eggs. They also had these mixed roasted potatoes, and to my surprise, they were delicious. They also had fresh cut fruits, cereals, cured meats, yogurt, and porridge with several different toppings like brown sugar, seeds, nuts, granola, and so much more. They also had fresh juices, which I really love because most of the places they usually just serve packaged juices. We stayed here for 2 nights and paid a total of about $1,200. In my opinion, this hotel is not as impressive as other Fairmonts in other cities are. I think this just needs some updates and hopefully then it would be worth it. And that is it for this vlog. Make sure to subscribe. Until then, bye bye.